Hello, welcome to the ASU experience. My name is Dr. Iqbal. I'm the host with my co-host,
Moon, hi guys.
and we would like to welcome Miss Morgan, our humanities teacher.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me.
Well, we're very excited to have you on this podcast today. This is our third episode so far, and our second teacher podcast so far. And we actually requested you. Well, we all wanted you on this podcast. It was
I-
unanimous. It was pretty much
I
unanimous.
get that.
So something that I wanna ask is why did you pick Mongolia and this school specifically?
Okay, so why we chose Mongolia or why I chose Mongolia? You know what? To be very honest, it was after the pandemic, and it was the first job offer that we got, and we're like, let's just go with it. So we went with it.
Oh, our first instinct.
Yeah, it was just like instinct, and yeah, it's just been really cool and great since then.
What do you like about Mongolia?
What?
Yeah.
There's so many cool things about Mongolia. I mean, one, the history, it's also very cool. I also, the people are also really, really, really fantastic. The food, I know everyone is like, but I love soup. Like, I love soup.
Yeah, I get that.
I can eat soup every single day, but I don't have that opportunity. Also surprisingly, the cold, it's very cozy and warm and yeah. And again, I think it really comes down to the people and dare I say my students. I
Wow.
love my students very
How
much.
does it differ from South Africa? You're from South Africa. Do you want to
Yes.
do a little introduction because some
Sure.
people might not know.
Okay, so I'm originally from South Africa, born and bred. Yeah, and I was gonna make a joke, but I'm gonna pull back on that one. So I'm from South Africa, and yeah. So if we speak about South Africa, it has 12 official languages,
Oh wow.
and many different ethnicities. I'm from a very small farming community. My province is known as the fruit basket of South
Ooh,
Africa.
fruit basket.
Yes, so we have mangoes and avos and all the and
I love
citrus.
mangoes.
Yeah, Mr. Kutsia, do you eat them like pips, like for the
I
hair?
love when I like
you
when it's
suck
like
the
little
pip?
cubes.
Okay, so you don't suck the pip.
No.
Okay.
Do you?
No, gross. I hate when people do that.
Oh.
It's fine if you do, but it's like flossing. It's disgusting.
Oh.
So I'm from a small farming community. Went to high school there. Very narrow-minded farming community. Like I said, it's a rural area. But yes, it's very cool. We have a really intense history as well. So it was formerly under apartheid, which was a racist, segregationist government that lasted from 1948 to 1994. I'm sure you guys know Nelson Mandela. Yeah. Okay, so he's our first democratic president. So South Africa is only 30 years old in terms of democracy.
Is that the man with the glasses?
No, he didn't wear glasses. I think you might be
Oh.
thinking of Desmond Tutu.
Oh, I think I'm thinking of someone
Archbishop.
else.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think maybe when he was very old, he wore glasses, but he's not known.
Like the bald man.
That's Desmond Tutu. He did go
Oh.
bald at one point.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of someone else.
No, it's fine. So it's very cool. So to compare Mongolia and South Africa, there's so many similarities. I think I've spoken about this. It's very cool because both transitioning democracies. Just the way that the public is set up and traffic and all these things, it's pretty much very similar to home. So
wow,
I feel
you're
very
close.
comfortable here, but also very safe. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I heard the dangerous tales.
Yes.
Um,
I have had my car stolen, which is really dramatic. And then the police blamed me for it. They're like, "Why don't you have a tracking device?" And I was like, you know what? I'm a college student. How am I supposed to afford a tracking device? But I have been in some precarious situations. I've been ATM scammed. So embarrassing. Yeah.
Did it your card or something?
Yeah. No, they put something in the slot where the card goes in, right? And then someone came over to help me. And it always says on the ATM, do not let anyone help you.
Oh.
But I'm naive. And they helped me and they managed to steal about 2,000 Rand from me.
How much is that?
I don't know how much that is in Togric.
In
2,000 Rand.
dollars?
In dollars, whatever 2,000 divided by 19 is, make it 20.
like 100.
Like $100. And I was a college student. I was a college student.
Oh,
Like that was
that's like
my food. But yeah, I have just seen, and obviously there is a lot of crime. Like my parents' house have been broken into. Mr. Kutsia's parents, their house
yeah, I
has been
heard
broken
about that.
into.
That's an unfortunate story.
Yeah.
How do you like cope with that? Because if that happened to me, I would just like literally be I would just be like literally like just like thinking about it all the time.
You know what? You just get used to it. You know, like I'm naive now here in Mongolia because I feel very safe. But the moment I land back in South Africa, my guard comes right back up. So my barriers and
You have,
my
like, eyes
instinct.
behind your
Yes,
head.
yes. You just get used to it, and you just know not to do certain things. You know, don't walk around at 11 p.m. You know, just look after your belongings and things. So you just get used to it. It's just the way it is.
So, I'm surprised to hear about like the similarities between South Africa and Mongolia. But one similarity I think that does not exist is safety. We feel pretty safe in Mongolia, but
Yes.
I was wondering why South Africa is so dangerous.
Why it's so dangerous?
Yeah.
Well, it's just because of the violent history of South Africa.
They're just like used to it.
Yeah, and because of the violent history, and then you know the transition from democracy, the wealth of the country wasn't shared equally post-democracy. So we have high levels of poverty. We have incredibly high levels of youth and unemployment. So people are very desperate. And then we also have bigger systemic issues of access to good water. People still have to walk kilometers to get fresh water. And electricity, healthcare, education. So there's just this bombardment of things happening in South Africa that allows for people to become incredibly desperate, and then they resort to desperate measures.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
really sad.
But obviously I don't agree with crime, etc. But you can see because of that history, nothing really changed
Yeah.
post 94, unfortunately.
Mongolia is like honestly, like think about it now. Mongolia is honestly kind of safe, and yeah, like that's insane to think about. Like you
Yeah.
got your car stolen.
Got my car, and
How
also
did that happen?
well, I parked my car and we went to. I was with my friends for my birthday, and then
On your birthday?
it was on my birthday. Yes, I
Oh,
know.
that's like opposite of a gift.
I know, it was
Like-
horrible. It was so embarrassing. But I should have parked a car in a complex, but it just got stolen.
Someone just like got in and left.
Yeah, left.
Oh.
So I wasn't there, fortunately, when that happened. But finding my dad was not a fun experience.
Oh, did you get another car?
No.
Oh.
Many years later, once I my dad actually wasn't that angry. He was just like, at least you weren't hurt. But obviously cars are expensive. But I do get it. Like I said, Mongolia is very safe. You can just leave your stuff when you're at the restaurant and go to the bathroom.
Wait, if it's like if you leave your stuff in like South Africa and go to the
Gone
restroom.
like this.
Oh.
second.
Oh
The
wow.
first, like when winter started, Joe, and I first started working here, and I just saw you guys leaving your coats in the bathrooms.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck?
Really? Coats? Like
yeah,
coats
your
are-
coats. And
People would
it-
steal that?
Yes, they'll be gone like this
Oh.
in a second.
Oh,
And I had like this impulse to just like take some nice cashmere scarves. And I didn't, but I did have an impulse because like, well, it's just sitting there. I can just take it.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't
whoop.
steal. I don't steal.
So, speaking of like Mongolian stuff, we got you some Mongolian snacks. Have
Cool.
you ever tried like Mongolian food, Mongolian snacks? Which one do you like?
Um,
Can you get it?
I always forget the name of it, but what's it called?
You can like describe it. I'll try
Okay,
to.
so I don't think this is, I don't know, maybe this should be censored. The fermented mare's milk, horse milk.
Oh, Aro. No, not Aro. Eric.
Yes.
It's kind of like alcohol.
Yes,
Oh.
it's so tasty. I love
Really?
it. I love dairy,
Um.
which is why I also really love Mongolia. I love dairy. And I'm lactose intolerant, but I also don't
Okay.
care.
First we have this. So
Okay.
this is like sea buckthorn. I don't
Oh.
know if it's like Mongolian's like national fruit or something, but it's very famous in Mongolia. Like I haven't heard of it outside of Mongolia.
No,
Like,
I've never heard of it.
yeah. So this is just like a little. I don't know what this is called, but it's something sea buckthorn.
I love sea buckthorn.
Oh, and you should rate it.
Okay. What's the rating scale
Out of 10.
out of 10? 1 being terrible.
And 10 being
Okay.
really good.
Okay. Well, I love
Amazing.
sea buckthorns. I'm already biased here. Should I chew in there?
Ooh, ASMR.
It's
Oh,
quite
that's tasty.
It's very Mongolian.
nostalgic.
It's so nostalgic.
Honestly, I give this a solid 10.
Yeah, me
Oh, wow.
That sweet shell,
The crunch
Yeah.
is there.
that's good. That's tasty.
Next. This bill. This is messy. They used to sell this in elementary school.
Oh, really?
I would be like munching on this every break. But like this is called ash.
Okay, I've never
I
tried
don't know
this.
what that's called in like English, but like it's something dairy, so I think.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is like
Okay.
okay, so this is blueberry
Okay,
flavor.
blueberry.
Are you sure it didn't expire or anything?
I'm scared cuz like Loki there was like water coming out of it.
Yeah, but it is fermented, right? Like,
Yeah, so I think
So it will do this, I think.
okay.
I hope.
I hope it's still
I
good
get
cuz
food
back then
poisoning.
used to be good.
Just
Those-
before
those
fall
was-
break.
those was-
Just
those
before
was-
fall break. Yeah. Good texture.
Mm,
That's good.
okay. Do you
That's
want
very
it?
good. I'm good, thank you. I actually have a lunch here today. This is actually very good. I like the texture. It's like eating a cloud
Oh, I get that.
that's thick with rain.
Mhm.
It's
And
a good
like
8. Could be a little sweeter.
For me that's like a 7.5.
Okay.
Have you ever tried it?
No,
No.
I don't really like the sour like
Oh,
fermented things.
yeah. I get that.
And lastly we have arroz.
This is
I'm
my
pretty sure you
favorite
have
thing.
tried this,
This is my
right?
favorite thing. I can munch on this. This is always just going to be like a 12 out of 10.
Ooh, it's sour.
This is good.
And
Thank you.
do you want this amazing water?
I would love some more water.
Amazing Vita water.
Of course,
It's sold in the
100%.
cafeteria.
Thank you. Sponsored?
Sponsored, I
Nice.
think, hopefully. That's what Mr. K said. But like further on, wait, what? I don't even know what I'm saying. But like what do you like about like teaching? Like what's your favorite thing about being a teacher, and like why did you pick to be a teacher?
Okay, good question. All right, it's very cheesy, my response,
Oh,
and I
okay.
apologize. I've always wanted to be a teacher since I was a child. I've always wanted to be a teacher. So it's very easy for me. So I'm sorry for you guys that are still trying to figure out what you want to do. It was just like a one-way path for me. So I've always wanted to be a teacher. I had terrible teachers, and particularly in high school. And actually also primary or elementary school. And so, dare I say, I wanted to be the teacher I didn't have. So I know, that's
And
the
you
cheesy thing.
are.
Thank you. No, and also, I just love history. History is very cool. And so I could just combine the things I really love, teaching and history. And that's how I ended up here. And also, you guys keep me young with your
Wow.
things. I'm still a bit lost on the Sigma and
Oh.
that stuff.
Do you want to like learn the meaning of some of the
I would
things
love
you
to.
don't
I
know?
particularly want to know what Sigma means because someone made me do a quiz and I came out as Sigma. And then they all laughed at me but did not explain.
There's like alpha, beta. Alpha is like very like like
Ernest Hemingway type.
yeah, like
Okay.
a very
Oh,
like
cool. Nice
confident,
comparison,
I don't know.
thanks.
And beta is like very
Okay.
shy. Wait, I don't even know the meanings. I don't. What is sigma? Can you guys fact check, search it up? Cooler what? Oh, you're cool.
Oh, then why were they laughing at me?
I don't know. They probably want you to be alpha, but
Oh,
yes,
okay.
I don't
well,
even know the meaning.
I'm okay with Sigma. That's fine.
Oh my god, I forgot what I was gonna ask, but here. I'm gonna think about my question. Hold
Okay.
on.
All right. So as we know that you're a history teacher, we all have our own like specific history fixations and stuff, and we just wanted to ask what like specific hyperfixation you have about history. Because,
Okay.
Yeah.
I have plenty, but I can tell you my first hyperfixation, and that was Titanic.
Oh.
I don't know if anyone else fell down that, but that's where I first started really loving history. So the film came out, I know, hear me out, in 1996, long before you guys were even born. I was 5 years old, and my parents got it from the video store and let me watch it when I was like 5, 6 years old.
Oh.
And if anyone's seen it, a 6-year-old should not be watching Titanic. But these are the 90s parents. And then I just fixated on it to the point where it's all I would talk about incessantly. And I just like zoned in on particular characters. So you have the Astor family, who's a millionaire, and yeah, I forget what he did exactly. This is like many years ago now, but he was from a millionaire. He died. He was a science fiction not novelist, which is very cool. And I don't know if you remember the character, if you've seen it or not, but this unsinkable Molly Brown. She's a real historical person. Unsinkable Molly Brown. Anyway, she's very cool. So her, just like
I like
very
her
quickly,
name.
I know,
Yeah.
because she just didn't. It's one of those situations where she was in environments where she should just die and didn't. Like, anyway, so her and her husband. So this is obviously the turn of the 20th century, even the late 19th century, where her and her husband just bought a plot of land, and they found oil on that land. And then they just became super wealthy, but they went from, you know, a blue-collar family to, like, super wealth. And she would, like, push against the norms. So it was just, like, a bunch of things, like, real people that were on this ship. And I actually read something very sad, that the actual ship is going to disappear by 2040, 2050, which is fine. It's under the ocean.
Is it just gonna disintegrate?
It's just going to disintegrate.
Wait,
and
did
rust.
you like hear about the people last year when like those
Yes.
billionaires like went down with
Yes.
like a
But
gamer
yes,
console and like it
yes.
imploded?
Yes, and I'm not going to lie, I was very much focused on this. I was in Thailand at the time, and I was, I had myself and Mr. Katia, we were at what they called, an arcade, and there was like a submarine game. So I was like, I'm on my way, guys. Very distasteful. I'm not gonna lie, but it was funny. But again, just to go back, as we know, with the sinking of Titanic, women and children were first off the ship, and for many, many, many years, right up until the rediscovery of Titanic in 1985, no one believed the oral history that the ship had broken in half, because it was women telling the story. So they're like, no, you're lying. And there were obviously men, but, you know, majority women. They're like, no, you're crazy, you're a woman, you didn't see any of that happen. 1985, they go down. What do they see? 2 ships. So believe woman.
I saw this like really funny trend, I guess, but it was like like what men would push women and children away from the Titanic or something.
Yes.
Like men right now, who do you think would do that?
Elon Musk. Easy.
He was like, get away, let me get
Yeah,
away.
he wouldn't care. He'd have the whole lifeboat to himself.
Oh god. His baby's name is like X83135.
It's very, very strange. And the whole Grimes thing. I don't want to name names. But
that would be controversial.
Yeah, it would be controversial. So you can ask me in private, but I can't name. Mr. Katia would definitely put me on a ship.
Oh
On
yeah.
a sinking
Speaking of Mr.
lifeboat.
Katia, like how did you guys meet?
Oh, how we met. We met working at the universities together. We were working in the history department. And we were good friends for a very, very long time. And then, so here's my question. Who do you think made the first move? Me or Mr. Kutsia?
I feel like it would be you.
I think it would be you.
We had talked about this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
It
think.
was like, oh, you can never like think that a woman is into you. You have to wait, and then you ended up making the first move.
I made the first move.
Wow, what'd you do?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell the full story, but I made the first move. Was deeply embarrassed because I thought I'd been rejected, ran away back to my hometown for 2 weeks.
Oh,
And then
me.
we went on our first date to watch the most intense movie called Silence about Japanese missionaries. Christian
Silent or
missionaries in
Silence.
Japan. Silence. And like, I don't know, the 17th century, and the whole movie was just silent. And you're trying to chew popcorn.
Wait,
like,
what?
trying to
It's
make it
the whole
sound-
movie's just silent?
There's no background music, so there is talking.
Oh, that's so
So
awkward.
like, there's no like loud booms where you can just shovel very quickly. There's something very embarrassing about chewing popcorn. Now I don't care, you know. But then I was like, oh, this is our first date. And I have to make this soggy. Yeah. So
Oh my
and
God,
then
it's
yeah.
it's like in my mouth, like
Yeah.
becoming liquid.
Yes, exactly. So that was the thing. Yeah, and then it just happened, and
I just
Yeah,
remembered like what I was gonna say. Like you were talking about how like you always wanted to be a teacher.
yes,
For some reason, like I can't choose what I want to be, cause like when I was little, I was like I want to be a doctor, I want to be police, I want to be like I want to be teacher, and then now I'm like I want to be like I want to like be like a diver. I want
got it.
I want to explore caves. I want to like dance. I don't know. Like I'm
Yeah.
going through like a crisis or something.
That's-
Do you have any like advice?
That's completely normal. The first thing I will say, I think it's fundamentally unfair to expect 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds to know what they want to do with the rest of their career, or for the rest of their lives. What I can say is obviously just focusing on your interests, what like really gets you going. And I know money plays a factor. Obviously, we need to survive. But just know you can change your mind at any point. If you're going to go down and do something, whatever career path, or even when you're just studying and you're like, I hate this, you can change your mind and go to another major. You're not forced down a path. Always change your mind.
Okay,
That's the best thing.
inspirational.
Yeah.
Oh, we were having a very great conversation about movies, but we realized that the battery finished. We were going on for like 10 minutes, but all those is gone. So what we were talking about, so we were ranking movies. What if like we just don't even rank it anymore and you just talk about your favorite movies?
Okay, my favorite movies. All right, so here we go again. Full Metal Jacket, 100%. Now that everything's like kind of come back to my mind, The Virgin Suicides, Sofia Coppola, Francis Ford Coppola's daughter, directed it. Fantastic, such a good film. What is that other? Oh my gosh, I can't remember now. Yeah, Lost in Translation. That's actually Mr. Gutierrez, one of his favorite movies, but a really good movie. I also have a really soft spot for Groundhog Day.
Oh, I love
He
that.
was like stuck in there for like, I don't know how many years.
It was like
but-
apparently like a century or
Yeah,
something.
he was in there for like a very long time. That's a good movie. What else do I really enjoy? I think I mentioned Legally Blonde, but that's just a soft spot for me. Pan's Labyrinth. Anyone? That one with
Mr.
the...
Chapman recommended it. And I watched
Oh,
it.
really?
It's great.
It's really good. It's so great.
I'm not really a
yeah.
movie person, so
Yeah, I'm
This
sorry.
is like I'll watch the ones you
Okay.
recommend.
Okay. Out of the ones I think that will grab your attention is Pan's Labyrinth. It's very cool. Very strange. Apocalypse Now, which was mentioned before the camera died. That's a must watch. But I really do enjoy war films, which I know is kind of depressing, but you know they're interesting to see how we try and take history and put it into a film. So it's always really great. What else do I really love? I really love television and movies, and I'm hitting a blank, and I look very lame.
Maybe that Peter Jackson documentary about the world.
Yes, They Shall Never Grow Old.
Yeah.
Yes, that was great. It's a documentary. I actually really do love a good documentary. To be fair.
Documentaries are good too.
Yeah, and they're just getting better and better. Yeah, they're really great.
Yeah, we were also like talking about how like recent movies are like decreasing because like the camera quality is like getting to. I miss like the old camera, like that was really aesthetic. Now it's like too good quality, and then like the words that they use are like the Sigma Riz.
Yes.
And then we were watching this video. Oh, I can't believe that I stopped recording because that was really funny. But we were watching this video of like this Australian government lady, and she was like, Sigmas of Australia. Oh my god, how do you feel about that though? Like more of these like weird terms coming into like literally like political stuff.
You know what? Language is always evolving. Language is inherently political and historical.
I think it's like de-evolving at this point.
Yeah,
What are these
you know,
words?
it is confusing, especially for me. Like I said, I don't know what the terminology means. I don't know what the phantom tax.
I don't even
I
know
don't
what that
actually
is.
means, so I don't know how she related that to. I'm guessing the actual economic.
She was like,
situation.
yapaholics.
Or you know, but I guess maybe it's just becoming super mainstream now, and it's just like it's being picked up by people that maybe don't know. And it started off as a goofy thing, right? As a joke, I guess.
Apparently they put it in like dictionaries and stuff
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Imagine like people like, when they're 70s or something turn on the TV and watch that.
Yeah.
I would just like
That'll
turn it off.
happen. There's a very good film about this. What's it called? Idiocracy.
Oh yeah.
That's also one of my favorite films, which is literally basically
Really?
what's happening.
Okay,
right
I'll
now.
watch that.
That's the first one I recommend that you watch, where people are just it's becoming very, very silly. But I don't know. That was uncomfy. I don't know, as Gen Z, if politicians were using like Gen Z language, would you want to vote for them or like have them represent you?
My vote is out.
I don't know. It's strange, but it's also. I mean, like as a millennial, we had language that was used, like doggo, wine o'clock, or whatever.
What
those
is that?
things. It's time to drink wine. No, I'm kidding. I think we should cut that one. I'm trying to think of other things that we used to say. I did say doggo. I will.
What does that mean, doggo?
It just means like a dog, but a very cute dog.
Oh, like, hey, doggo.
Yeah, like hey doggo. And then I kind of translate it into
That's
people.
cute. Now there's
Thank
like
you.
such goofy words like
Yeah.
race. Like,
Yeah, but it does change. I don't know. It is a little uncomfy in a very formal setting, but language, the way that my grandparents spoke, is very different to the way I speak. And yeah.
I think it's gonna keep getting goofier and goofier. That's my prediction.
Media literacy, that's what it comes down to.
So, segueing off the movies, we should talk about the books. Just to start off, my favorite type of book would be like the surrealists, like Dostoevsky, like those who just like romanticize every part of life or something.
Yes.
Like one of the books you recommended that I read, My Name is Red.
Yes.
Fantastic book.
So glad.
Like, I think it's just like the European. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. They have like this European like suffering.
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
Which is the human experience, right?
Yeah.
The Russian writers are fantastic, and like you said, the romanticization of just the mundane, which is what we should be doing, is romanticizing the mundane, like washing dishes. Cool, I get to wash dishes. I think what they're calling it now is ominous positivity.
Oh.
So it's going to be okay, and it's just so I get that. I don't know if you've read Dr. Zhivago.
Dr. Zhivago.
Forget who the author is. It's a Russian writer, fantastic as well. It's set during the Bolshevik revolution.
I think I have that in the library. I was like,
Yes, it is in the library. It's in the library. You should definitely read that if you've enjoyed Dostoevsky and War and Peace. They're really fantastic. And I still need to bring you that other Orhan Pamuk book for you. It's okay. I will not forget. Today I will remember. When I go back home to South Africa, I'll bring the other ones I have. My favorite book that I always turn back to and go back to, and I actually do need to reread it, is East of Eden by Steinbeck.
That's just like one of the most enjoyable books ever.
Yes, it really is. It's
So
it's also that suffering.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, Steinbeck just knows about his suffering. It's so and I love anything that he wrote, but that's my favorite. Grapes of Wrath,
He's just
also
kind of, like,
fantastic.
overshadowed by like the curriculum books, like the school curriculum
Yes,
books.
yeah, like Of Mice and Men,
Yeah.
which is also such a good book.
Yeah, it's so good.
I've been reading
But
that.
It
But
does.
East of Eden is just a level above.
Yes,
It's just
it
a level
is.
above.
Yeah, it is. That's like my all-time favorite book. I could read that.
Yeah, over and
Actually,
over.
I actually have it. I just need to reread it. I think that'll be my fall break thing. But I mean, my other favorite books is anything by the Bronte sisters. And you're going to be reading an interpretation of one of the Bronte sisters in 11th grade. Or I'd see this year. But yeah, Wuthering Heights. And they're remaking it into a film. Has anyone seen this? All right, and they're going to be casting Jacob Elordi, whatever his name is, that tall Australian man, as Heathcliff, which makes no sense, and Margot Robbie as Kathy, which makes no sense.
Oh.
Everyone, it's really frustrating, but I don't know, we'll see what happens with that. It just doesn't make any sense.
Like, you guys are talking about books, and like the thing is, like, I don't really read books. Like, I don't know, I can't bring myself to read books. Sometimes, like, I need a good book to read, but like, I don't know, I can't really read because I get really sleepy. Yeah, but like, I also saw this, like, I keep talking about like you guys are talking about like masterpiece movies, and I'm talking about like, oh, Riesler, but like, there was another one. There was like, there's books now, okay? It was like poems or something, and then it was like just Instagram DMs, and it was just like text, and that was a book. That was a whole book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like, oh, it's not okay. And things are just becoming insane. Like, what?
Okay, I've seen that. Quite a
It's just like Instagram DMs as a book. I was like, what? Yeah.
I don't know. There is one of Pamuk, one of the authors we both really like. One of his books is called Museum of Innocence, which is also fantastic. And there's a museum in Turkey about broken relationships and like the little the cigarettes and anything, like if you break up with someone or someone breaks up with you, it's put in a museum. So like it's one of the characters, and it's an actual real museum. They collect the cigarette butts of his woman that he really loved, because she put them out in a very specific way in the lipstick, you know, stains, etc. So I don't know, maybe it's kind of the same as the Instagram DM thing.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's kind of, there's something poetic about it.
Like the mundane.
Yeah, the mundane, exactly. Exactly.
And like,
so,
it's like spooky month now, Halloween season. So you have like many stories about like South Africa and the very scary stuff. So do you have any like scary stories since it's Halloween? I was thinking we could like wear Halloween costumes this episode, but like I humiliated myself last time, like with the Maroon 5 and stuff.
oh no, don't stress.
So I'm just gonna not do that.
I honestly don't have any spooky stories.
Oh, really?
No, I do believe in ghosts, I'm not gonna lie, and the paranormal, but I don't have any spooky stories. I think they've just avoided me, or I've just avoided them. I don't know.
There was this one time in my house, like no one was in my house, and my door just closed by itself.
Oh.
I ran out. I left. I was like, bye.
Actually, that reminds me. I had this painting that a friend gave to me, and it was a painting of a doll, like a cutesy little, like Mary little, had a little lamb kind of doll, and it was really horrible, and it was hanging up in the apartment that I was staying in, and our neighbor was kind of weird and strange at that point, and anyway, one night, just randomly, there was no wind, windows were closed, everything. This painting just like fell off the wall, and it was in a glass frame. Glass frame didn't break.
Oh.
I know, nothing to it. I know it's probably
That's
just
like a
fluke.
Nokia. iPhones just break, and Nokias are so strong.
Yeah, it just kept going, and that doll painting, yeah. But that's it. I just didn't look into it. I was like, this is not my business, and then walked away. Otherwise, I don't know. I do like horror films and so on.
Are you like a very chronically online person?
Like a little bit. I mean, I like social media, but I don't know if I'm chronically online.
Okay, so there's this new kind of trend, I guess, and it's you're supposed to like it's trying to check if your pitch is good. Okay?
Oh, I have no pitch. This is gonna be so embarrassing.
Do you want to harmonize?
I don't know how to harmonize. Don't make me do this.
Should I do
sing.
it?
You do it. I'm
Oh wait, no.
It's gonna be too embarrassing.
Yeah, this
Yes.
is kind of embarrassing. So maybe I'll make you do. I made you do it in class, like the ranking.
Oh, okay.
I'll make you do that, but it's ranking phobias, okay?
Okay.
And you're going to scream how if you saw that thing, how
Okay.
you would scream, I guess.
Oh,
Does
so
that
I
make
have to
sense?
physically scream.
Yeah, you're just like ah like that, and then you have
Okay.
to rank it, okay, based on how you would scream.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the first
Okay.
one.
Tight spaces. Okay, 1 the scariest, right?
Yeah, 10 is like the least. So like, how would you scream in a tight place?
I don't know. I'm scared to scream here. Can I just rank?
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
rank. Just
Okay,
rank.
sure. I don't like tight spaces.
I'll be like ah.
I hate heights.
Oh my god. Ah.
Snakes I'm not bothered about.
Oh.
Well, dentist is my biggest fear. Honest, biggest fear.
I hate
Don't
the
really believe in
smell,
these
like
things.
the rubber.
Hate roller coasters. Not bothered by clowns. Not bothered.
That's.
I
I
am
would-
not scared of spiders at all. That should be my number 10. darkness definitely number one, 100%. I hate the darkness.
Wow, that was just that was
Wow,
great.
you went
yeah,
straight at it.
guys, I know myself.
Wow.
I know myself.
So,
Yeah.
thank you so much
No,
for
thank
coming
you,
on
guys.
today.
I
We
appreciate it.
you should definitely come back because
Yeah.
like we were planning on doing
Yeah.
Are You Smarter Than the Fifth Grader with you and like another teacher, but like other teachers were unavailable. So next time we'll definitely try to bring you back. It was really
No,
fun.
thanks, guys.
Do you have
Thanks
any
for
like
snackies.
do you have any like last comments to say?
I guess just happy fall break, everyone.
Fall break.
Two
Wow.
sleeps,
Yeah.
two sleeps
It's,
as of
it's
today.
just great talking to like teachers because they naturally just keep the conversation going and
Mhm.
yeah, it's just like easily you can just easily I don't know just like
Aw,
continue the
That's
conversation.
great.
Yeah.
Well, you guys make it
Yeah.
easy as well. You guys are good
Thank you.
hosts. So
Yeah.
thank you.
You're honestly like my favorite teacher.
Aww, Sam.
Oh wow.
Okay,
So
I'm kidding.
thank you so much
Okay,
for coming
thanks,
on. I'm so sad that the 10 minutes or something got cut off because that was really funny, y'all. Y'all missed out. But thank you
Oh,
for
thanks,
watching
guys.
today's episode. We'll be back soon after fall break, maybe. So yeah, thank you for watching.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye.